Yeah, I get to see my forehead. You're so funny.
Jesus.
Theme song, theme. Fucking another fucking theme song.
Yeah! Welcome
Thank you.
to When Wife Gives You Lemons.
Hi,
Hi, I'm John. That's Joy.
I'm Joy.
If you're new,
Welcome.
if you're new, we might have a new one once in a while that stops in to go, what the fuck is this shit?
Maybe.
And some stay, some go.
Fuck you. There's a back end right fucking there.
Well, that one doesn't work.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I don't believe you.
Whatever. So what's happening?
What is happening? I'm exhausted.
Okay, you got a lot of stuff you got to talk about, but there is something I was going to put real quick that I had noticed.
Okay.
Okay, so at where I have my job,
Your yob.
yeah, at my job,
Mm-hmm.
they're putting on a play. They're putting on Grease.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
which is exciting. I like Grease.
Uh-huh.
It's weird. I do. So, but something I didn't know. Okay, so when Grease was written, right,
Okay,
Sandra Dee.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the name they had her as Sandy Olsen or something was her
Okay.
name. But Sandra Dee comes from her originally written name, which was Sandra Dombrowski.
Ooh.
She was dumb, spelled dumb, like she was just some dumb lady. It was fucked up. That's a retarded last name, right? Dombrowski.
Don't say the R word.
I went hard R. Damn
You
it.
went really hard
But-
R.
Right? Dombrowski. That's ridiculous.
That is
right?
dumb.
That's like totally like, how can we make her seem like a dumb blonde? Right? In the 70s.
But
I don't know. It's something that blew me away. I never knew that, and it just kind of tripped me out. Fun fact.
fun fact, that was fun.
Do you
For a
feel like
fact.
fucking funner?
More fun, yes.
Do you feel like it's the funnest funny fuck fun?
The funnest. Super fun.
You know,
Super fun.
I was really hoping that would be funner.
More fun.
No, fuck that. It could be the funniest fun. Listen,
Well,
I'm a graduate of a continuation high school. Suck it, Cupcake.
I have on numerous occasions.
Yeah, because you like bad boys who went to continuation school. Boom.
You're dumb.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
so let's go ahead. Let's see. I had a weekend. Let's see. What did I do? Oh, I disc golfed.
you had a disc golf
That was kind of
tournament.
fun. I
Yeah.
raced on Friday with the kids. That was fun. And
I
disc
have
golf.
not seen you really.
I know. I disc golfed on Saturday. That was fun. A friend of mine, a good buddy of mine. He works for somebody, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're playing disc golf, and this person he helps out sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And you know who I'm talking about,
I
but I
got
can't
you.
get too much
I
deeper
got
than
you.
that. And he calls him for some talking in the middle of the game. He's like, hey, he's asking him questions. I'm like, dude, no one else on the planet is getting that call right now. That is insane, right? Right? You know,
Yeah.
You're thinking about, dude, we're just out here leisuring
playing.
around. Yeah, and this phone call's coming in, and I know who's on the other end of that call. I'm going, are you fucking shitting me?
Right.
And if I mean, some people will know, like listener 6, because it's his. But that
I
was
love how
funny.
you change their numbers like all the time.
Well, I don't think I've ever given him a number.
Oh, so you're 6.
So I think he's 6 now. I
Okay.
think he listens all the time. So
Yeah.
he's got to be a loyal 6. I know.
You're a loyal.
You're
6.
6. But your loyalty makes you a 7, but you're still going to be 6 because we already have a listener number 7.
Lucky number 7.
I think we probably do. I know we have a 1 and a 2 ish, and then there's a 3 that terrifies me. And then, all right, so
Hi.
I played a lot of disc golf, and it was awesome. My back's a little sore, but it was super awesome. I thought I played well.
Nice.
I held on to the trophy again with the boys. What's up, bitches?
Nice.
And yeah, I haven't given it back for like months.
No, we've had that trophy quite
Well, that
some
one's
time.
mine permanently now.
I-
There's a new one, and I have that one now for like, I don't know. I've had it now for a while, so What's up, bitches?
What's up, bitches?
Anyway, so that was my excitement.
Yay.
Oh, and I did win. I won my race on Friday.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
the kids were like, yeah, they finished like somewhere. I don't know. I beat them all.
Them kids.
Fuck them. I beat them.
Good.
No mercy.
No mercy.
All right. So what do you got?
I don't know. I'm really tired. So when did I go to Justine's house? Was it Tuesday? Monday?
You went to Monday. You went to this comedy store for the shimmy.
Oh, fuck. No, Sunday.
Sunday
Oh my
you
God.
went shimmy. Monday or Tuesday you went to your friends to help do the massage.
Yes.
And then
So I went over to
Thursday you
Justine's house.
went back for the 50th. thing.
Yeah. So Tuesday I went to Justine's house to massage her, and she's amazing. She's on the Funny Dance Show. Love her to death. But I was cupping her, and I put it on her low back, and she was calling them her tramp stamps. And it made me laugh so hard. I was like, that's what I'm going to fucking call them for the rest of my
'cause
life.
to me, when you do them and they are all down the row in
I
the
look
back,
like a Ninja
they
Turtle.
look like Ninja Turtle back.
Right.
So
Okay.
you guys look like Ninja Turtles.
Okay, well, Justine has this little tiny dog. She's only like this big, and she's fluffy, and she has green bows in her hairs. And so I'm massaging Justine, and I hear, and I look down, and her tail's wagging, but she's growling at me, and she's got a toy. And Justine's like, I am so sorry. Can you please throw her a toy? She was growling at me. So I'm massaging, and then I'd bend down and toss the toy. And then if I was massaging too long and she wasn't,
She'd growl at you.
she'd growl at me.
Bitch. Hey, you.
Hey, you're here for me.
I don't get what you're doing to my mom.
And then Justine's boyfriend came in, and then
So
he
I
was
wonder
like,
if they're doing it. And it's the same way that they're like in the
throwing it.
bedroom banging away, and the dog's all
Blair.
Just throw the ball, go, 3-4 pumps at a time before the dog gets back. The harder you throw it, the more pumps you get in.
But it was funny
Have to
because the dad came home. So then Blair was like, and he's like, Blair, leave her alone. And she was all, but Dad,
We're playing.
She's playing with me, Dad. Like she was like,
I had control of this bitch, Dad.
Dad, you don't understand. It's fine. Dad, just go into the bedroom, Dad. Nobody needs you right now.
And then she had to go.
Oh, she was so cute.
And then she got in trouble.
And
Had to go.
no, she didn't get in trouble. So that was cute. And then, but on the way home from massaging, where was I? I think I was massaging Justine. I was driving home, and I was talking to my mom because we're going to my parents' house this weekend.
Oh, shit, I got a lot to do. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we're going to my parents' house this weekend, and so that means it's been a year since I've seen my dad's junk. Because if you remember last Easter,
Did he show you his baby bird?
yeah, we talked about it.
I
We
don't
even
remember.
called it the baby bird.
He showed the baby bird.
Yeah,
I
he
can't.
was-
I must have really. It must have been traumatizing because I don't remember that.
We talked about it.
I know. I mean, I vaguely
And I
do. I vaguely do, but I don't have detail.
well, I
because,
don't want
thank
to
God,
give you detail. My dad was wearing shorts, and I
it
was
was super
sitting-
bushy.
I don't know if it was super bushy,
Did it look
but
like the top of his head?
Shut up, John. All I know
That is fantastic.
I was sitting on the grass with the baby, and my dad moved, and I just had eye level shot, and I was like,
I remember a buddy telling me his grandma was ill, and they went to the hospital to, I don't know if they were visiting right before, maybe something, one of those weird situations. And he was telling me, he goes, "Hey man," I go, "What?" He goes, "I saw my grandma's cooter." I go, "What?" He
I
goes,
think you told this story
I
the
did.
last time I
probably
told this
did.
story.
I probably did because it was fucking super funny. And he goes, "Yeah, they lifted her from the bed to the wheelchair, from the chair to the bed, one or the other." And he goes, "The view he was sitting in."
Oh God.
He got the eye level shot, and that's a good 10 seconds ish. And when you're like 14 or 13, you're like, you don't. You're it's a train wreck. You're trying to run away, and you don't know what to do. You're freaking out inside. It's the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell.
that guy did it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a lot of stories about right now, and I'm going to do my best
To not name drop
to
anybody.
not name drop. Just I'm going to do my best not to get anyone in trouble.
Okay, don't go too hard in the paint.
So no, by not naming names.
Okay. You can tell me names later.
Yes.
Got it.
Most of them you know already. So I went to the Comedy Store's 50th anniversary. I wore a dress and heels. I look stupid, but whatever.
You did not.
I got hit on.
Yeah, so let's start there.
You want to start there?
Well, you might as well. You're all fucking fluffy about this
I'm not
shit.
fluffy. I didn't know what to do. So
You ran away.
I did run away. Well, I ran away the first time.
Oh, shit. They kept trying again.
Okay, so Emily was introducing me to some of the new security guards. So when I show up, they don't give me trouble because everyone else knows me, and I just walk right in. And when I'm carrying my massage chair, I'm super awkward anyway. So it's just easier for me to just walk in and not have to explain.
Be like, hi, bye.
Yeah. So she introduced me to this guy and I was like, hi, nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. And then later that night, I was in the kitchen talking to someone and he came up to me and he's like, you're really hot tonight. And I was like, thank you. And he's like, I'm sure everybody's told you how pretty you look. And I was like, oh, thank you. And he's like, no. Like, you're really hot. And I was all, what? And then I walked away. Like somebody called me.
Nobody's even within earshot. Oh, I think, I'm pretty sure the ghost of Mitzi just told me I got to go.
I was all, huh? And I just walked away.
Stupid.
So then the end of the night, I'm in the office. Oh my God, I got to tell you about this.
He said you were hot.
I got to tell you about the office. Also, I can't remember if his name's Patrick or Ryan. I can't never remember his name. Really hot. It's Patrick. I thought so. The hot one. He introduced me to his fiance.
His real name's like Patty or something.
Yeah, he is now like one of the managers.
Right, he was super cool guy.
The best.
Really
he said hi to you. He's the best.
Yeah, him and I got along good.
So anyway, I'm in there
I'm friends with the managers there.
Yeah, I'm in there talking to him.
But I couldn't get in.
You could have, but it was you wouldn't have wanted to. It wasn't. No. So anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm talking to a bunch of people, and the security guard comes back, and I'm leaning against the desk, and he comes and he leans against the desk next to me, and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "So how was your night?" And I was like, "Oh, it was pretty good. It was pretty cool." And I go, "How was your night?" And he's like, "Well, I'm off." And I go, "Good for you. You fucking survived. Fucking good for you." And he's like, "And I'm drunk and I'm ready to have some fun." And I'm all, "Uh-huh. Good for you." And then I like start talking to Patrick's fiance, like full on eye contact, and he's just waiting and waiting. And I was all, oh my God. And then finally he started hitting on someone else and he went home with someone else.
He's like,
but
all
I was
right,
all,
this isn't working. I got to go.
I'm all, married. What do I can't be like, John. Like, it was. So then I told Emily later, I was like, dude, I think I got hit on. And she's like, by who? And I told her and she's all, aw. And I was like, but I didn't. I was like, next time you introduce me to people, you're going to have to be like, this is Mary Joy. Like,
right.
It was so.
She's all, what? Would you want her to try some different days?
No, she just was.
I'm
no,
just kidding. I'm kidding.
But I was like, I'm not good at that at all. So anyway, I show up there and Brian Holtzman's trying to get in and they're not letting Brian in.
The security guy?
Because his name's not on the list.
Oh my God.
So Richie comes out and he's like, no. And I'm like, me. And I was all, he's good. And I go, let him in. And like my name's on it. By the way, I was under Joy Eileen, which fucking makes me laugh. Because they're all, we heard your name was Joy. And I was like, I don't know if it's, my real name or Eileen. And they're like, oh, it's Eileen. So,
right.
But I'm all, let him in. And they were going to let him in because I said so. Like I was somebody.
You pretended.
But yeah. And I just I was like, you guys probably should let him in. And then Richie's
his name's on the wall right there.
And then finally they let him in. By the way, I'm sure you knew this, but Brian and Mitzi fucked.
Yeah, I knew that a long time ago.
Yeah. So anyway, I go in and
apparently Brian was running around through the place.
Fuck.
Anyway, we'll go on. So
anyway, I get there and the big band's playing. It's ridiculously loud. I love Brian Holtzman. He gave me a hug. That's kind of how, like, because I went and I hugged him and he's like, hey. And then Avery was there. And then I was sitting in the corner and of course, like, Comedy Store, something wasn't working right. So Emily was like, I don't know what to do. So I was trying to help her. So like the first hour I was helping Emily.
Right.
try and get this.
You were working at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then everybody's, saying hi and blah, blah, blah. And then Emily had to leave because the computer we were working on wasn't working. So she had to have her mom Uber with her laptop, give her laptop. And it was a whole fucking mess.
It was a shit show.
Oh, it was a super shit show.
Right on.
So I'm sitting there because Emily's gone. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then it's getting louder and louder. And I'm like, okay. So, and I'm hugging people like Sean Pulofsky, like I was hugging people. And finally I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just sat down by myself in a seat. And that's when I text you. I'm like, I'm sitting here by myself. And then, Gino, Speedweed guy, comes over and he's like, hey, and I'm all, hi. And he's like, can I leave my bag with you? And I was like, fuck.
Hi, I don't want to talk to you or sit with you.
No,
but
he said he would
I
sit with
know,
me, but
I'm
he
kidding.
was,
Gino's a nice guy.
Gino's the best. So he left, and
I was
then
just playing.
he came back, and then I'm standing up, and then like I'm around like Candace and
Right.
everything like that, and fucking Ryan Sickler comes over to me, and when I go, he's like, I don't like this shit. He's like, this is making my anxiety, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do right now. I go, I don't have John, I don't have my security blanket, and he's all. And then, like, it was funny because, like, he switched and he's all, fuck these people, Joy. He's like, you're the best. He goes, look at all these fucking people. Do you know who that is? I'm all, no. He's all, do you know who that is? And I go, no. And he's like, fuck them. We know who you are. And so, like, he's just telling me about his anxiety. And then he's, like, giving me a pep talk.
I fucking love that guy.
And I was like, he's like, fuck them people. I'll hang out with you.
I just want to talk to him just for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just me and him. Just talk to him.
He's the best.
Just so I could just talk to him.
But he was like,
It's too hard when you got so
Yeah.
many people you can't, like, talk to them.
and he was like, fuck these people. And I was like, I fucking love you. And he's like, I'm going to go get some food. And I was like, you go get some food. So then I walked out and they had the whole parking lot was full of people that I didn't know. It was
Right.
all industry. It was gross.
So it was
kind of.
corporate.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. It's very corporate.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I listened to the DNO, which is my favorite podcast outside of, one of my two favorite podcasts outside of here, besides When Wife Gives You Lemons
I got to sit up straight.
and Door Bumper Clear. Anyway, Danish and O'Neill, and they talk about that. They're like, yeah, they like it how it is now, but they're like, but it's so corporate-ish.
It is very
It got very
corporate-ish.
corporate and bang, 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 matter of fact.
Yeah, it was. So I walked out and Emily's like, I'm almost done. I'll come hang out with you in a minute. And I was like, fucking okay, cool. So then I go out and I'm just hanging out with the door guide. So I was hanging out with Alex Duong, who I fucking love.
Right. Alex
And
is a
then
funny guy.
Brandon Bricks, who just became a door guy. And I've known him from open mics. And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, my people. So, like, I got Brandon Bricks and I've got Alex, and then Stephen Lawley comes up, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool now. So, like, I was talking to them.
Getting comfortable.
I'm getting there, and then I see Jimmy, my favorite security guard in the whole wide world.
Oh, she was there? Nice.
Yes, and she's all, bitch, where you been? And I was like, looking for you. And she's like, well, let's fucking go hang out. And then I was with Jimmy until I could get back to Emily.
That's nice.
So
I like Jimmy.
Jimmy was,
Well,
my God.
She wasn't working, right? She was
No, she was just there.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I got to see Al behind.
Oh, right.
I want to mess up his name, but he was amazing. And then I started seeing other comics, and I was like, "Fucking okay, I know you, I know you,
Right.
I know you."
Well,
and
it's been
then,
a long time since you kind of
Right.
been out. That was kind of your coming out of the cave party.
Yeah, it was. So I mean, that part was cool. And then they did the In Memoriam, which Pauly Shore introduced it.
Okay.
And I have video. He's like, I should be the one introducing all these dead comedians because my fucking career's dead. And I was like, oh, you're funny for a second. Whoa.
You know, if you remember the first time we went to the store, his set was absolutely crushed.
Because it was self-deprecating. That's all it was.
But he crushed that
Yeah,
set.
I
and
wanna
then
be-
the second time we went back, it wasn't the
No.
same. He wasn't nearly as good. And that's when he got in a fight with fucking Al Madrigal.
Yeah,
and
that's-
Al fucking
Slayed
tore
him.
him apart.
But fucking
Anyway, go ahead.
Polly's trying to be all sentimental. This is my mom's club and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And fucking Don Barris
I love Don
gets
Barrett.
up and starts going, I'm packed in, I'm holding. And like all of us comedians, we're all singing with him. And Polly like kept trying to grab the microphone, and Don would kept
And doing his song, doing his cover song.
So then right before the In Memoriam starts, it was 4 songs long of dead comedians. But Out of nowhere, Brian Holtzman goes, "I'm not gonna fuck that pussy."
Wow. Who is he talking to?
I don't know. But and then Don's all, "Go fuck that pussy, Brian." And he's like, "I'm not fucking." And Paulie was pissed. You could just see him like fucking angry. And it was just the night crew, you know?
Right.
So then
Doing their thing.
the memoriam starts playing, and I'm okay because it's like old comics, you know,
Right.
who I know are dead, and blah 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 blah. And then Matt Dillon,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And
Matt was such a good guy. He was
and-
always good to us.
I forgot, like I knew,
Right. It didn't register.
and I was
got
all, and then Eric Myers, and then Jeff Scott, and then Brody, and I was just.
Oh, yeah, right there at the end.
And Ron Taylor's behind me, and he's like, "It's okay, Mama." And I'm like, I'm fine. And Ron Taylor's like, "It's okay." And
He's
I'm
like,
like,
I don't know what to do.
like he was like, "I'm going to sit with you, Joy." And then he was like, "Fuck that bitch."
He's like, not anymore. She's not like we thought.
So then it starts slowing down, and then all the Palmers start coming in, and
Right,
then
everybody started rolling in.
and everybody's like, "Who the fuck are they?" It was gross. It got gross at the end. Even Earl told one person, he's like, "Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you?" Like one lady's all on her Instagram, "Oh my God, I'm live at the 50th comedy, 50th anniversary of the Comedy Store." And I'm all, "Yeah, like 4 hours late, bitch. Like, don't act like you got invited. Like, stop."
You're crashing it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be here.
And Emily was dying. I was like 4 hours late. I don't know who was next to me when I said that. I'm like, shut up. So then it starts simmering down. And then I'm in the office, and we're talking, and we're having fun. And then see, I like watching the security cameras. I liked watching it when I worked there.
I bet it's just fun.
There's so many, and it's just
I
fun.
like people watching.
Yeah.
So that's just like a whole wall of people watching.
And it's like the end of the night, so everybody was acting a fool.
Everybody was retardedly. Retardedly
Like
drunk.
Full. Oh, wait. I gotta run back first. So
Running
then,
that back.
Okay, so then there's a door guy. First door guy we ever met.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and he's massaging me, and we're talking, and he tells me, which I knew this is true. This part, Paul Abdul showed up at the store the other night,
Okay.
and apparently, he made out with Paul Abdul.
Is that right?
That is the story. I asked 4 other security guards, and they could not confirm nor deny, though.
But you know what?
I could see it.
No, I know that. I think I know that guy well enough to think that that's not in his nature. As to you or me, I don't think that would be in his nature to say if he told you.
Without lying? No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's lying.
Because he was like, it fucking shocked me. He's like, "I'm making out with Paul Abdul." And apparently, they're texting back and forth, and she
Oh,
wants to
shit.
fly him to Vegas. And I was like, you know what? I fucking hope she does.
Dude, climb on, dude.
I was like,
go get it. You deserve it, big boy.
Right.
You've taken just punishment, and you're such an. He is a nice guy,
He is a nice guy.
and he has taken
is a nice guy.
absolute punishment as a guy that works there
Yep.
from day one.
Yep.
But I love the guy.
I love him too. I hope.
Dude, that would be
man.
fantastic, dude. I'm gonna have to text him.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. So then, okay, so now we're in the office, and it's all, we're all talking, having a good old time. I'm trying to get the new guy at the podcast studio to get me in for Happy Endings again, and he's like, "I think we could do that." And I was like, "Fuck
Nice.
yeah!" And then
What about this one?
Not yet. I got to work slow because that one's established already at the store. So.
Copy.
And they don't know.
Go.
They don't know me as well yet. Okay, so then. Oh, no. And then we're in the main room, and then there's nobody in there anymore. And I got introduced to like a big guy. Oh, and I sat next to Peter Shore and talked to Peter Shore for a
that's
second.
cool.
I was like, oh, shit. And I mean, not fangirling, but fucking like, I'm like,
Right.
you're the comedy
you
store.
worked there. I mean, he saw you here.
Yeah.
He's seen you over the years.
So, and then Polly kind of knew me because I've done comedy in front of Polly.
Well,
He
not
called
just
me,
that,
Well,
Polly-
yeah, but he called
but
me a
you're-
fat Eleanor.
But you've been around the store long enough.
Yeah.
that he knew you. We've talked. We've sat out front and talked to Polly for an hour.
Yeah. So it was just really cool. And like one of the guys, I was talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, I have Jeff Scott's notes." And he's like, I'm going to talk to you later about that. And I was like, I want to do something with them. I don't feel that I can do anything with them. And he's like, we'll talk. And I was like, fucking thank you. So anyway, okay. So I'm in the office and everybody's kind of talking and it's kind of getting loud. And so I'm watching my favorite reality.
You know what's insane?
What?
Is we're 30 minutes deep and we're still on Thursday. Go.
So I'm watching all the security cameras and I'm watching Sacred Ground because it's fucking crazy. And then Sacred Ground starts emptying and emptying until there's 2 people. One of them is a door person and one of them is a person. And
you're going to give me names, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm watching and it's this person, the door person's birthday. And I'm watching and the door person starts giving other person a lap dance. And I go, whoa.
I think I know whose birthday it was that day.
I don't know, but I go, whoa. And everybody turns. Like, it was loud, and my little whoa was like, who? Which one? Which screen?
Oh, shit. Everybody's all, ooh. What do we got?
And I'm all, top left.
But they have to know the cameras are there. They weren't there.
John, they were I've seen people drunk. Like, another door guy was hammered drunk. Like, there are people there that I've never seen as drunk as they were this night.
You'll have to give me some details later.
So she's giving the lap dance. They're giving the lap dance, and I was like, oh. They are.
As in dose people giving one person?
No, they. Because I don't want to say she or he.
Okay.
So they are giving a lap dance, and I was like, oh. And then they, like, go out of security frame.
Okay.
To do, I don't know. Maybe
And that was
it. But we were all, oh shit, it's your birthday. We're like dancing in the.
That's fantastic.
So then the end of the night, and I got to meet Merv, who was an old door guy.
Okay.
And it was fantastic.
Was Harris Pete there?
I don't know. There was so many people there. There was a lot of comics there that I thought were dead. Like old comics. I was like, oh, you're still alive? So anyway, okay. So it's 2 a.m. and I'm like, I'm going to get home by 3 because I work on Friday. Fucking let's go. So somehow I became babysitter to someone.
Shocker.
Yeah. And I'm sober because you're not there. So I became babysitter to this person. This person.
If I was there, it probably wouldn't have happened.
No, it wouldn't have. But this person they needed someone to get them home.
Right. No one was going to help
There was
them.
no way this person could have got home on their own.
And no one was going to help them.
No. So I get stuck with this person who is a widow. And
you like this person.
I do like this. I love this person. But they also were dating another comic because they've been widowed for a long, long time. So they were dating another comic. And that comic decided to bring his long-term girlfriend to the 50th anniversary. And it fucked them up to the point that they were
belligerent.
Gone. So I'm shuffling them out of the Comedy Store and I'm like, okay, I got it. Right before, I'm not kidding you. You know where Andy Kaufman is in the kitchen?
Right.
So we were that door. I was that close from getting them out of the Comedy Store. And somebody goes, hey, where's the comic who you've been having sex with who brought their significant other?
Jeez.
They turn around, trip, and fall flat on their face. And I looked at the comic and I go, I fucking hate you right now. And they're all, what? And I'm all, I know you don't know what you just did, but fuck you.
Okay.
So I picked this person up and they are sobbing. And telling
like death sobbing.
Yeah. And telling me things that I don't want to know.
Which you probably shouldn't spill.
No. Like married comics who are gay.
Don't spill.
So, by the way, I also watched a very married comic make out with someone and I'm all, you're still very married right now.
All right. I'm going to get all these names.
So I pulled this person out.
I got blackmail for everyone.
And they're tiny. This person is tiny. They grab my wrist and lock on with the strength of 20 men. And I'm all, fuck. But mind you, the hand that they're holding on to me with has a watch. So I'm literally watching the time go by for an hour and a half.
That sounds exciting.
I can't stop them. They're going just blah, 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 and sobbing and
just pouring everything out.
Their whole life. So
Okay.
finally I get them to the front of the Comedy Store. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, hey. And now, so let's see, 2:30, we're at like 3:30 now.
All right.
3:45. So finally I get their phone and I'm like, what's your password? So they tell me the password. It's not their password. What is your password? What is your password? For 26 minutes. Because they were giving me 4 numbers and I needed 2 more. I needed 6. So finally by the way, they fell again because I'm not a very good babysitter. I grab their face and I go, baby, honey, you're giving me 4 numbers. There's 6. I need 2 more numbers. And they go, oh my God, I'm so stupid. There's blah, blah, blah at the end. And I'm all... So I type it in. I've never ordered an Uber and or a Lyft before. So now I'm figuring out how to order Lyft because Lyft is the only one they have money in. So I'm ordering them a Lyft and I'm like, what's your address? La, 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 la. What's your address? La, la, la. So I finally get their address and it's all, your Lyft is 40 minutes away.
Ooh.
And I'm all...
That usually means that they'll get there sooner.
No, they didn't. No. I finally got in the car at 4:47.
And then you got home at 5. Well, you must have flew home.
I know, I got home at 5:07.
I was going to say, you hauled ass home, though.
I did. I was tired. Okay.
And
but,
you, of course, and I was going to work.
okay, but I got a story for that. So finally... Oh, and Emily's there, but she's not engaging. She's
just letting you deal with all this shit.
And she kept whispering. She's like, you're a better person than I am. And I'm all, fucking A, I am right now. Like, I'm taking that. Okay, this person was swaying so much that I did like junior high dance move and held onto their hips and swayed with them to keep them from falling. So finally Henry shows up. So I put her in the car with Henry and I go, Henry, I know your name. I know your license plate. I know where you live. I don't know where Henry lives, but it was 4 a.m, almost 5. And he goes, okay. And I go, get this person home safely. And he's like, okay. And I go, okay. So he leaves and then I come back and I'm picking up my stuff now. And Emily goes, hey, she's like, I'm sorry I left you with that. And I was like, it's okay. I get it. And she goes, I ordered an Uber. It's 6 minutes away. And then she goes, I ordered an Uber. I will have my Uber drop you off at your car because I'm parked at Pink Dot. And I go, how long till your Uber gets here? And she goes, 6 minutes. And I go, you know what? I'm going to risk the rape on this one.
I'm going to take the walk.
I go, I can't. And she's like, okay. And I go, I promise I will text you when I get to the car. And she's like, okay. To the point I'm walking and I'm all, somebody fuck with me. Somebody fuck with me.
I want to punch somebody in the face.
I just
right
dealt
now.
with something so emotionally draining after having fun. Fucking somebody.
That I want to smash somebody. All right, I get it.
So I'm driving home and I'm like, I'm fucking too old for this. I'm fucking too old for this. And I'm counting.
I know that.
How many hours I'm going to have to sleep before I have to go to
I know
work.
that. I've done that so many times.
To the point, that's when I was like, I have to quit this job. I have to quit this job because I can't call in sick.
Right.
And this is fucking ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's
So I pull up into the car, or I pull up and I close everything and I grab everything. And then I was tired. So I'm walking to the front door and the garage door starts opening. To the point, I look down at my keys and go, John must have a garage door opener on his keys. How weird.
That's
And then I
hilarious.
go, wait, these are my keys. And then I go, maybe I hit the garage door in the car and it was just a delayed. And then I go, no, the house just knew I was home.
Wow. The house just knew you're home.
Because this hypnosis stuff is fucking with my head right now. And
You got the
everything's-
house hypnotized?
Yeah, and everything's positive. So I'm like, oh, the house just knew I was home. So I walk and I go to open the door and you opened the door before I could grab the...
Right, I happened to just
Yeah.
open it.
And I asked you, did you open the garage door? And you go, yeah, who the fuck do you think did it? And I wasn't going to be like, I thought the house did it because it loves me.
Lisa's house did it.
In my head, I'm all, well, I'm not fucking going to answer that
God.
question.
So here's from my end.
Okay.
here's the most logical situation that happened on the real end.
Okay.
I was up early because it was about 3:30. I woke up and I was like, oh shit. Okay, well she's not home yet. And I kind of dozed in and out until about 4:10 or so. And then I was like, okay, now I'm a little concerned because you should have been home around 3:30, 4 at the latest.
I would have been home at 3.
Right, and that would have been that time. Like I know your times. Like,
Uh-huh.
And I go, okay, so, and I waited and I was like, well, she'll call me if she gets too close to my work time because I leave around 5:30.
Well, my whole thought too was you'll just take my car.
I wouldn't have done anything until we had touched base.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
We would have had touched base, but I was going to wait until a little after 5. So I waited, and then I was getting my coffee together, and I heard the horn on the car with you locked it. And it went beep beep, and then I just opened the door and hit the button for you.
I was
I was opening the door for you, and you thought the house did it because I didn't even come out. I literally
No, you did it.
No, I just creaked the door open, reached out, and went.
But and that's the thing that confused me is the door was still closed, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, house." Like in my mind, I was like, "That door is gonna like automatically."
You're welcome, Joy.
So then,
welcome home.
I get home and I'm so exhausted, but I don't want to tell you what I dealt with because I wanted your reaction right now.
Right.
So you're all, I got 10 minutes before I go. Tell me stories, and I'm all, I am so tired, and like I knew I had to work. So then I get to sleep around like 5:40. 6:45 is when I normally wake up to feed the dogs. So Delilah's all,
feed me.
And I go, Brody, I will pay you $20 if you get up and feed the dogs right now because I've got 2.5 more hours before I have to get up. And he goes, okay, mommy.
Fucking $20, I'm in.
Still haven't paid him. So then he gets in bed with me, which whatever, that's fine. And he goes, good morning, mommy. And I go, no.
2.5 hours.
I was so tired. I even told Pete, so the cool thing was my 11 o'clock is normally a guy that falls asleep and doesn't talk. So I was like, fucking cool.
He's asleep and you're just all
no
half-assing it, like barely touching him.
He decides he wants to talk.
Oh, it was that guy.
The
Today
whole
was that day.
fucking hour. And I was like,
you know what? There's so many times I'm super tired and I'm wandering around school and I'm like, I could just drop off in that closet over there and take a nap for an hour. It would be so great.
I went and I got coffee. I drank a B12 and I got through it. And then I worked Saturday and then I worked Sunday, and I worked Sunday 7 hours. I worked late.
Yeah, you did.
So I'm fucking dead. So today and it's funny because like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like I couldn't, like I was slurring my words every once in a while. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then this morning I woke up and the room was spinning and I was like, oh fuck, I have that fatigue induced vertigo shit again. And I don't have any more of that dizzy medication. I don't know where it went.
Right.
So I tried to sleep. I'm taking sleeping pills tonight. I have to sleep. But so I get the kids to school and like, the road is doing this. And I was like, fuck. And that's when I called you. And I'm like, to the point when I got home, I asked Tyler, I was like, how long are you going to be here? And he's like, oh, I'm here for the rest of the day because it's your day off and you don't get a day off or you don't have anybody in the house. And then,
just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So then like, I was like, in my head, I'm like, good. I didn't tell him because I didn't want to freak him out, but I was like, good. If I have to go to urgent care, I've got someone to take me. Because seriously. So then I curled into bed and I laid there and I had the spins and it was awful.
Until you fell asleep.
Until I fell asleep. Now I feel a little better. But then Saturday, fuck that kid. So.
That's what I was going to ask next. Are we going to talk about the new sex symbol in our house?
What is the guy's name? Zoolander?
Derelict.
Derelict my balls. So I have been for a long
Derek Zoolander.
for years now, a couple
No,
of years.
you talked about him.
Trying to
'Cause
get
he's a good-looking kid.
Well, for like years, I've been trying to get Tyler to become a cover model for books, And for a while, they were like, "Oh, if we do it, he'll have to be young adult."
Right,
And,
'cause he's
Tyler's
young.
21 now, so finally, my friend was like, "You know what? I'm getting him in because she's busy too. She owns her own business. Her husband's a firefighter, so we're all like, the book writings are a side hustle." So finally, she was like, "I'm getting Tyler." So a couple weeks ago, I told Tyler, I'm like, "When you go, I want to go." And I totally would have taken, it would have been amazing to take off that day of work anyway. And he's like, "Okay." He goes, "I think we're talking about April 9th. And I go, "Please let me know. Please confirm." And he's like, "Okay." April 9th, I'm at work and I get a call from my photographer friend, Tanya. And she's like, "Where the fuck are you?" And I was like, "I told him." And you hear him on the other end of the line.
I told her.
And I was like, and then he goes, "I showed you the messages." He did not show me the messages.
He thinks he does that a lot.
And I'm all,
He thinks he shows us
and
a
I
lot
go,
of
"Well,
things. He
how
tells
far
us a lot.
away?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll fucking cancel my patience." I'm like, I don't feel good anyway. Like I deserve days off. And so I was like,
Whatever. Go ahead.
so I was like, "How far?" And they're like an hour and a half. And I was like, never mind. And I was like, "So next time." So she's sending me like screenshots to make me feel better,
Right.
But also I told Tyler too. I'm like, "Dude, it wasn't just." I go, "One, it's cool because it was your first experience, and I would have really liked to be there."
Right, because it's something that you're bringing to the table.
Like,
sure.
yeah,
It's your people.
and it is. And then
It's your people.
Yeah. Also, though, like they're my friends, and he got to go hang out with my friends without me, and I was
Right.
like, that sucks.
Yeah.
So I know he knows he was wrong because we were driving at the same time because he cut me off and then flipped me off, and then I was all. And then he's all, just kidding, in his little vroom vroom car. So we pull in at the same time, or we pull in, and then he's doing something in his car. So I just went in and I was emptying the garbage. And he comes in, walks straight up to me and gives me a big hug and says, "I'm sorry." And I was like, You knew you were wrong.
But, he got caught being wrong. It's not that he was wrong. It was because he got caught. Mm-hmm. He got caught because he didn't know you heard him running you under the bus right there. See?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah. So now we have a sexy doctor. We have.
"That's sexy."
You know what's funny about that? Is to us, it's our little baby kid.
I know.
And we laugh because he's such a little dickhead.
Who doesn't know? Okay.
He barely knows how to shave his balls.
How the fuck does the kid have abs and have biceps this big, but can't lift his bowl and put it into the dishwasher?
That's a pretty heavy bowl.
But you want to hear the funny thing? Is he said something about laundry to Tanya, and I go, "Well, he doesn't." I go, "Oh, that I said that." I go, "You know what's funny?" I go, "He has muscles." Because she goes, "Your kid has abs," and I go, "Yeah, but he doesn't have abs enough to put his laundry away." And Tanya goes, "You don't put your laundry away?" And she's like, "I'm sorry, I went mom on you." Guess what's on his bed, all folded and
His
being
laundry.
he's organizing his whole closet. Because,
Boom.
Yep.
Oh my God. But the thing is then her friend posted a picture of him and look at the new model and girls are all, "Oh, squirty, squirt, squirt," all over. "This kid's hot. Oh, look at this guy."
So
That shit is fucking hilarious.
one of the authors we know pretty well. We know Lane pretty well. Which
one's Lane?
She's the blonde. She has her husband Gerald always comes. She's the one that's always in the big, like the big suites because Gerald travels a lot.
Okay, I think so.
You know her if you saw her, Lane
think
Martin. So Lane goes, "Ooh, daddy," and I was all, "Oh, not ready for those comments yet."
That hurt.
I was all,
Oh my God, what do you mean? He goes to any of the signings, he's going to be the model getting the shirt. "Joy, you won."
I'll put another shirt on top of him.
You're put some clothes on,
Put
you
a sweater on him, zip him
cover
up.
him up. Do the opposite. That would be
Well, see,
hilarious.
That's the thing I told Tyler too. I go, "You know what? I go, I brought you into this. I go, but here's the thing. If you go to a signing, I go, I
I'm kind of a different person.
I go, yeah, I did. I go, I'm not the same person.
I told him that. I know
yeah.
that.
I go,
I told him, I go, honestly, she shows up, people freaking freak out. They love her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like a little like superstar. So
So-
yeah, he's like, oh, that's cool.
yeah. So, I mean,
Really? My mom's cool? Really? Yeah.
you know what's funny is I think
And
he's,
she touches my Peter good too, buddy.
I think he's starting to see that, not the Peter part, but
Well, thank God for that.
I think he's starting to see that because I know Tanya was like, "Oh my God, I love your mom."
Right.
Well, that's another thing. Like, I had a bunch of people that were like, "Thank you for bringing your son into this world," and blah 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 blah. And so I was like, "Unfortunately, he wasn't mine until he was 3." And everybody's like, "No, he's yours. He looks just like you." And I was like, "Fuck it, he's mine."
I don't even know his dad. He doesn't even look like his dad.
So, it was funny. It was crazy. And then I got to massage Brandy, which was cool.
My niece. Our niece.
Yes. Oh, and I got to see Eleanor, and I told Eleanor that you told her she looks good, and she said thank you. I got to see Rick, and I hugged
Rick
Rick.
Ingram?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I hugged Rick like a normal person.
You felt like an adult.
Because every time I see Rick,
Right,
I do something
right.
stupid.
But
Like,
you felt like an adult.
yeah. Well, he walked by, and he goes, "Hey, Joy," and I was like, "Hi, Rick. How are you?" And he gave me a hug, and I was like, "You're my favorite comedian in the whole wide world. I love you so much. I want the best for you because I love you so, 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 so much." But I didn't say that.
That's what you were thinking.
That's what I was thinking, though. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, and then I got to see Dom.
Dom Herrera.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's fantastic.
I think he has Parkinson's.
That sucks.
It sucks.
He's getting older.
Oh.
He's in his 70s, right?
Yeah. And when Jeremiah said hi,
I like Jeremiah.
it was really cool.
Jeremiah's always been nice.
He's always been a good boy. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, "You're a fucking dad." He's like, "I'm a fucking dad."
That's fantastic.
So it was cool seeing
Cool.
all the people. I wish you would have been there, but I'm telling you, you didn't miss much.
Yeah,
In fact,
cool.
a lot of us were talking, and they're like, "Oh, I got to see Britton, but Britton said hi too. He's awesome."
Right.
But
Britain's okay.
it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah, it didn't have the vibe everybody was hoping for.
No, and the band was so
Yeah, I heard that.
freaking loud, man.
that.
Ugh. But I mean, they were good. It was just a lot, and because everybody wanted to talk over the band,
Right.
And,
Everybody wanted to talk and mingle. Nobody
Oh.
was wanted to, I mean, the music could have gone, but it could have been low
Right.
in the background.
And then
But it couldn't have been a live band.
I may have overstepped my boundaries with Anthony Jeselnik. I don't know. So everybody.
Did he walk away from you?
No.
Okay.
No, he said hi to me. So, but I was in the hallway because they redid the hallway with new pictures, and they're amazing. They have a whole Ciro's wall. It's really cool of all the people who were in Ciro's. And they also found a big Ciro's sign.
Right, I saw.
Yeah. Well, Anthony was like, "Hey, they made special T-shirts with the 50th anniversary
Right.
on it, and it was one gift bag, one T-shirt." So Anthony was like, "Hey, can I get an extra T-shirt for my mom?" And they're like, "No, sorry." Which I'm like, "You can't tell Anthony Jeselnik no."
Right.
But apparently they said it was one for every
Sure.
person. There was like 500 shirts left. So anyway, I heard him talk about it, and he's like, No, I get it. Like, I respect it. You guys are doing your job. I just wanted to ask." And then he left. Well, he said hi, and then he left. And then later on, Patrick was like, "Dude, there's so many fucking shirts left." And I go, "Hey, Anthony wanted one for his mom." And he goes, "They didn't fucking give it." And I go, "No." And I go, "But he was fine. He understood." And he's like, "Fucking, he can have like 5 of them if he wants." So I emailed him, and I was like, "Hey, I know you wanted one for your mom. There's a lot left. Patrick said just to come in and get one. I'm sure you would have known this already, but I just wanted to give you the heads up." And he's like, "Thanks. It was great seeing you." And I was all, "Okay, I'm just going to leave it there because I don't want to be a weird person." So
You didn't make it weird until just now. It's
I know.
okay.
Oh, and then I got to see Emily LaFord, and she was like, "Where the fuck are you?" I was like, "I need to come back."
I'm in Valverde.
Right. I was like, because everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You can find us on Chatterbait. We'll be rich. We're going to show our wieners.
Yeah, I'm going to show my wiener. My wiener is bigger than John's.
Fucking it ain't right. Something's got to bottom out somewhere.
See?
Well, what do you think? We had enough?
Yeah.
Let's call it a night.
It was a good night.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was long. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, House, for opening the garage door for me, House.
You're welcome, Joy.
Okay, good.
We'll see you next time.
Oh, well, I get up and stand up. Do the like, click, subscribe, email stuff.
Oh, yeah. If you like it, tell your friends. Check us out. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Leave a comment. If you do, Joy, but Joy will answer. And then maybe I'll answer, but I never see him because I'm not that smart. And then, but we'll do stuff like that. Yeah. So do something. Talk to us. Good day. Are you trying to get me to touch your butt?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been X-rated on there. I can't do that. Oh, no, we're not stopping.